looking through all the sleeper updates and just trying to catch up. I saw the Lions and Jameson Williams signed a big contract together. Kyler Murray is sick. Xavier Worthy has a dislocated shoulder.
CMC is going to play.
CMC is going to play. Godwin and Mooney are out, which we knew. Jermaine Burton out. Chris Rodriguez Jr. healthy and active. That's interesting. That's what Kevin wants to talk about here is the Commanders' backfield. I mean, what is it going to look like? I think it's going to kind of look like what it was last year when like Brian Robinson Jr. and Eckler were healthy, except plug in Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. Now, I could be wrong there. They could potentially use Jeremy McNichols a little bit more. But he feels like a little bit more like an Eckler replacement. That's that's just kind of how I've always viewed Jeremy McNichols. So I mean, I think we're going to be seeing. My guess is we're going to see Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt getting anywhere between 12 and 15 carries today. I don't know if he's going to do much through the air. Maybe he'll catch a dump off or two, and then we'll just see how efficient he is with all that. That's what it's really going to come down to. So, and then Eckler will probably do kind of what he was doing last year. Eckler was a lot better, I think, than people realized last year. Talked about him several months ago for deep dynasty stashes. Like to not forget about him, but I think he'll get 6 to 8 carries. He'll probably catch 3 to 5 passes. So that's my guess. That's my guess. Any input there?
No, I mean, I think that's about right. Eckler definitely helped me. I play in a lot of deep dynasty leagues, not just the listener ones, he was definitely startable. Like he didn't do a lot on the ground last year, but he lives in his elder statesman years as a pass catcher for sure.
Yeah, and Kevin brings up a good point that Debo is going to get some carries. We could be seeing Debo like I'm just trying to think about how many carries he could actually get, but we could see Debo like get 3 or 4 carries a game, which is going to be pretty significant in my opinion. I'm trying to go back and look at his biggest year rushing. He had 59 carries in 16 games. Yeah, so about 3.5 a game. I could see him doing something like that. I mean, he's had 40 plus carries 3 of the last 4 years, and he was on pace for 40 in the 1 year that he missed. I don't know. We could see a 50, 60 carry season from Debo, maybe even a little bit more. He's averaged 5.5 per rush attempt. So, kind of add 300 yards to Debo this year potentially. So I'm excited to see him. Him and Cooper Kupp are 2 veterans I was always, trying to grab at the end, near the, 7th, 8th round in drafts and stuff. So,
yeah, I felt like Kupp was going even later than that. Even in rounds 10 or so. Yeah. I'm just looking at the sleeper app for prop bets. They got Debo at 44.5 receiving yards.
And
combined, they don't have rushing just by itself, but combined it's 58.5. So it's an implied 14 yards on the ground is what they're saying.
Yeah, I mean, I think he gets that if he gets 3-4 carries. Most likely he gets that screen game. Like Debo's going to get a lot of easy touches this year, I think. I mean, Cliff, they used to call him Cliff Screensbury because he just used to throw a bunch of screens, the offensive coordinator for the Cardinals. And he kind of did that last year. I think they were 2nd or 3rd most in screen passes, and Debo, that's kind of his specialty. So bell cow Nick Chubb. Yeah. I mean, do we have what time do the Texans play? Do they play in an hour here? No, they play in the afternoon. So we don't know who's going to be active there. But yeah, I mean, Nick Chubb could see 15, 18 carries. We'll see what it looks like. But Mostert inactive, Zamir White lives. I talked about this. I made the reaction to preseason week 3. And what it showed in that game was that the Raiders were kind of using Zamir White as their backup to Ashton Genty. So yeah, there could be a little bit of a revival there for him if he's the handcuff to Genty. So Sam McCormick's not there, Mostert inactive. So we get another update here. Nope, just someone going to move. I'm going to have to check lineups too while we're on here, but UOA Bubba. It says Ridley or Igbuka, afraid Ridley. Yeah, we're totally, well, at least I'm trying to avoid Ridley as much as possible. Even though I liked him going into this year, I like him this year. I don't want to play him in Cam Ward's rookie first game going against the Broncos, Pat Surtain. I'm just like, no, thank you. I'm kind of out on that. And I might even start Ibuka straight up over Ridley, like even if, without this matchup. But where are you at with that?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely seems like we're trending towards Ibuka being, startable. Just like perception wise. So like obviously we'll have a lot more information here soon. Like, I mean, he's going to be the wide receiver 2 on the team. Like, they don't got anyone else that's healthy. Yeah. So what happened? Didn't Cade Otton come up with something too, or am I making that part up?
I thought there was something with Cade Otton.
He returned from injury. Full practice on Thursday, so he's good.
Okay.
But still, yeah. I mean, one of the things Igbuka had in the, like, coming out of the draft, like a lot of people were saying he was the most NFL ready receiver. And now he's got a full-time job essentially as a wide receiver 2 on the team. So
absolutely. Don't forget, guys, to hit that like button for us. It helps us get more eyes on the video. So I know we got a lot of our regulars there, but hit the like button, get more eyes on this video, more people to the channel. We are on day day 4 of live stream straight. So, but yeah, we're Ibuka here. So, yeah, I'm worried about Ridley and the Titans in general. Like, maybe he'll catch a big bomb or something, but and who knows? Surtain may not even be on him like the entire game. We're not even 100% sure about that. But that defense is just so good.
Yeah, and they're going to be all up in Cam Ward's grill for sure. Yeah. So it's going to be a tough matchup to start off your NFL career, but all eyes on him.
Yep. Marvin said, should he buy Dobbs in my 14-man league? Start 8. So 14 start 8 is equivalent to 12 team start 9, about between 9 and 10. So, yeah. So not super deep.
112 starters.
That sounds right. He has 327 thirds total. Bateman and Judy are on my bench. Bateman and Judy on your bench. I'd be probably starting those guys over Dobbs.
No, Judy for sure.
Oh yeah, 100% Judy. I'm curious who you're starting over Judy there, Marvin. But even Bateman, I think I would be starting over Dobbs at this point.
I mean, what's the trade? Also, he mentions thirds. Like, are you trading just one of those for Dobbs? Like, because I would do that,
Yeah, I don't mind trading one of those. Yeah.
Yeah. What about 2? 2 is probably closer to what he's actually worth.
Yeah, I don't think I would though. Not if Judy and Bateman are on my bench.
Yeah, it does kind of change things a little bit.
Yeah, I'm fine with just one though. And I'm even a little bit hesitant on that because again, it's not a super deep league, and so it's kind of one of those things. Like Dobbs is a fine player for deeper leagues and to have on your bench and desperation player, but if you're consistently starting him, you're probably not doing too hot there. Now you could have a better year, that's for sure. Morning Rocky. How's it going? Io Manor, wide receiver 2. Yeah, I'm kind of liking, they're going to use him or Van Jefferson. It's going to be Ridley. Lockett's going to come in and play the slot in 3 wide receiver sets. This is how I imagine, at least. And then it's either Van Jefferson or Ridley on the outside. I need to just double check and make sure they didn't cut Van Jefferson. I don't think
I think they did, and then they re-signed him.
Okay. Yeah. But one of those two, or maybe it's Chimere Dike, who knows, the other rookie. But Chimere Dike, I think it's going to be Alec Manor potentially. He might be playing 70% of the snaps, I guess is what I'm trying to get at here. So I'm not starting him in redraft, unless you play in very deep leagues, but I'm excited to see what he does. What Io Manor does. He's going to have some opportunity here for sure. Got to ask again: Olave versus Arizona, Pittman versus Miami, or Tillman versus Cincy. So we're definitely either Olave or Tillman. I go with Olave. This might have been yesterday that was asked, so you might not have been here. So yeah, I'll let you. I went with Olave here. I said it was between Olave and Tillman. I'm going Olave.
Oh, interesting. You're not even considering Pittman. I would have put it in the order that he has it: Olave, Pittman, Tillman. Yeah, my reasoning was I think there's good enough pivot options there. Olave is just a good player who, sometimes you just have to trust in that. And then Tillman has a really good matchup with Flacco, who might come out and sling it. That kind of I kind of want to see what that Giants offense is going to look like. I don't think they're going to pass the ball a lot. Who's Daniel Jones's guy on that team? Is it Josh Downs? Is Josh Downs even playing? Let's see here. Is it Josh Downs? Is it Tyler Warren? Is it, God forbid, Alec Pierce, who led the team in receiving last year? Looks like Downs isn't on the injury report. So, that was kind of my reasoning there. I'd like to just see how that Giants Colts offense looks a little bit. The Daniel Jones slip up. But I'll still go Olave. They're playing him in the slot in the 3rd preseason game, and that's kind of ideal. If we're gonna get something from one of those guys there, it's gonna need to be easy targets. So, Kevin says pick 2 non-tight end premium: Njoku, Hawkinson, Ridley. Man, are we fading Ridley to go Njoku and Hawkinson? Yeah, I mean, both are pretty ideal situations, right? Mm-hmm. It's a little tough. I feel like Njoku's kind of a lock to be one of those 2 guys. And I do love TJ Hawkinson. No Jordan Addison, so. Yeah, I was actually going to say, I think I might lean more Hawkinson as a lock. Nice. I don't know. Just no Addison, like you said. I mean, playing the Bears, so it could be a high scoring game. So, yeah, I think it's the 2 tight ends there. As crazy as that is, normally we don't go that way, but you got 2 good tight ends. So, Mooney inactive. Is it finally Casey Washington's time? I hope so. I've been talking about Casey Washington since last year, the 5th round pick by the Falcons out of Illinois in the preseason. And then just keep referencing the preseason because, they try to – teams are showing you, kind of how they want to potentially run their offense. When Mooney missed, I think, the entire preseason, but Mooney missed time. And Casey Washington filled that Mooney role. So, we could see a similar, if that's what they're going to do, we could see now, is he as good as Mooney? We don't know, but he might have that role of the Mooney role. So, and then, Ray McLeod kind of keeps his same role there. And Brian, if you have any start sit questions, you can start bringing those up as well. I think I might have some to look through at least. Which second-year quarterback will fall off this year? So we got Caleb, Jaden Daniels, Penix, McCarthy, Nix. I'm missing someone. Oh, Drake May.
it's tough because like I feel like only Jaden Daniels, like who got high enough to like you have to fall off, you have to be up somewhere, right? Like
yeah, I think out of those guys, Penix makes me the most nervous.
Oh yeah, Rattler. I missed Rattler. Yeah. Yeah, it's just like it's hard to say fall off because he didn't get up anywhere, But I think I kind of get what he's trying to say here. But I mean, McCarthy and Penix are just like total wild cards, right? Like we don't really know what they're gonna be. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Jaden Daniels, does he fall off? Sophomore slump? I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, he's got big shoes to fill, but luckily they're his shoes. So I don't know. I think you'll be fine.
Yeah. My first one here before we get to the rest of these, Michael Pittman. So this is a PPR league. Michael Pittman or Jerome Ford?
PPR you love Jerome
league.
Ford.
I do.
You got to be leaning. You got to be leaning that way, right?
Yeah, I am. I already have him in my lineup like that. So, do you have any right now?
Tank Dell or Chris Godwin?
Jeez.
God, I have so many shares of those guys, and I'm like, well, fuck me.
Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt or Jahmyr Gibbs? No, I'm just kidding. Do I put Krosky Merritt in over a Dunze? Is that crazy? Probably, right?
In anything, well, you don't play non-PP or you don't play standard. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave a Dunze in there. But I mean, honestly, it depends. Like Krosky Merritt's more guaranteed to I think he's more of a lock to get you 8 points.
Yeah. I think I'll leave it, just kind of see how that works for now, but kind of like that team. That's our home league there. Let's see if I have one more here in this league. I don't think so. Oh, Drake May over Kyler Murray, right? Now that he's sick. Just kind of avoid that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I don't mind it. I actually had a Drake May question in. Okay, so this is in one of our listener leagues. Which one is it? Maybe it's not. Sorry, I'll find it and then.
Yeah. Do I start Dylan Sampson or Ray McLeod?
Ray.
You think so?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. I mean, with what's his face out, Darnell Mooney, or it's just Kyle Pitts season finally. Indianapolis was actually pretty good last year. They just didn't have a quarterback that could complete passes. Pittman was erased all last year. That says something. Yeah, but I mean, they have Daniel Jones now, so like I think it's one of those things where it's just like we are excited about Daniel Jones mostly because of how shit Anthony Richardson was, not because of how good Daniel Jones is. Like, so I think we got to remind ourselves that a little bit.
Yeah, and we got to remember too, Pittman was hurt and he almost went on IR for a back injury, and then he's basically like, I'm good, and then he kept playing. So I wonder how much that played into it.
Yeah. Who do you got between Jets D, Rams D? Jets are playing the Steelers. Rams are playing the Texans. I think Rams are at home. Steelers or Jets are on the road. No, Jets are at home. Both at home. Jets versus Steelers. Rams versus the Texans.
I think I lean Jets there.
Jets. Yeah.
Oh, so my question for it is our
Pick up
listener
Jets,
league.
too.
It's our redraft listener league. So I played Dak. He got me all of 10 points. And
Yep.
so now as my second QB, I was like, do I slot May in there, Drake May over Jordan Love for that rushing upside against the Raiders? What do you think there?
So Jordan, sorry, say it again. Jordan Love
or Drake May. I already played Dak, so I feel like I need to try and make up some of those points.
I think I'd go May.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was leaning. I still have Love in. All right, I'm going to set it.
Yeah, I think I'd go May there, and just could be a tough divisional matchup. Lions, Packers. We don't know. Lions defense could. Remember, they were really good before they got all beat up. So, and they're getting a lot of those guys back. Not all of them, but a lot of them. So yeah, I think we're both Jets here, but it's pretty close. I don't mind either one, but I think I'll lean Jets. Is Bryce on the hot seat after this year? Does his size influence the higher ups to look elsewhere? I mean, if he doesn't progress at all and develop at all, I think for sure. And the Panthers are picking in the top 10 again. I think he's going to be on the hot seat. I think he has to be. This would be his third year. We saw a terrible rookie year. We saw a terrible start to his second year, and then improvement for about a 8-9 week stretch. So we've seen 7, 8, 9 weeks of better Bryce Young. But we need to see more. We need to see more, and they need to win games. So I think, yeah, for sure. I think he has to be. I think he has to be on the hot seat there. Flex position start: Jalen Warren, Bill, Juwan Jennings. Is there any other Jennings? I don't think so. Full PPR. And is it Jalen Warren or Tyler Warren? We got a couple common last names there, Kevin. I think I'm gonna guess it's Jalen, but I guess it could be Tyler.
If it's Jalen Warren, I'll go him. If it's not, I'm going to go Jennings.
Juwan Jennings.
Yeah.
Him not really practicing at all. Does that warn you, scare you at all?
It would if I don't know. I think it's okay because he's been there for long enough. Like, obviously guys got to get ramped up a little bit. Yeah. But now he's incentivized with $3 million. So
I think I'll have it this order because it is Jalen Warren. So I think I have it in this order: Jalen Warren, Kroenke, Merritt, and Jennings. Just I don't want Jennings to come out and play 50% of the snaps or something. I don't know how much practice he actually got in. I know he signed like a week ago or so.
Yeah.
So maybe he got enough. Yeah.
Sometime this last week.
Let's see. Do I have anything in this league here that I need? Aaron Jones or what the hell? I have Quinshon Judkins in. Okay, I just answered my own question there. That was dangerous.
Well, I know. I just had to pull a guy out. Who did I just pull out right now? Oh, Christian Kirk out of one of my lineups.
Yeah. Cooper Kupp. Okay, Cooper Kupp or Aaron Jones?
Kupp. Aaron Jones.
I think I like.
Wait, is this PPR?
It is PPR, yeah.
I might lean Kupp then.
Yeah, it's PPR, no point per carry or anything. So, I think I lean Kupp as well. I like this team, though. It's our Poseidon League. It's pretty deep. I'm in this. I think we're both on Jalen Warren there. And then I would go Kroenke, Merritt, Bill. Brian would go Jennings if you didn't want to start Jalen Warren. Start Jacksonville versus Carolina or keep Browns versus Cincy. I would be not starting the Browns versus Cincy.
No.
So yeah, I would avoid that. at all. I know they should have a pretty good defense, but they get. I mean, when are you going to start them? They get Bengals, Ravens, Packers to start the year. Bengals, Ravens, Packers, Lions, Vikings. No, just drop the Browns, Marvin. I know they're probably a good defense, but you're going up against 3, 4, four of the top 10, 12 offenses to start the year, plus the Vikings after that. So, and we'll see where they're at. Yeah, I'm pivoting quickly there. If my QB was AR, I would probably contemplate IR too. Yeah, he probably just didn't want to risk his career or something. You know. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just looking through this league here. Any others for you that you have?
Should I drop Derek Carr?
Yeah.
I know, right? Like some of this roster stuff where I'm like, oh, I guess I just kept missing that.
What about Justin Fields or Tua?
Justin Fields or Tua? 6 points.
Yeah.
Tua.
You just worried about Pittsburgh or
a little. I don't know. I'm just kind of like, I feel like Justin Fields kind of tends to get off to a little bit of a slow start, but I don't know. We know what that rushing floor is like, but Pitt, I mean, they're good against rushing quarterbacks too. Remember hearing some guys talk about that this week. You know, they get to see, yeah. I mean, they get to see Lamar. I mean, that's another thing too, right? Like, they know him.
Yeah, revenge game.
Oh man, I got lucky in this league. Someone is starting Kyle Williams and Wandale, and they got Javonte on the bench. I like that.
Kyle Williams. Wow. In a redraft or a dynasty league?
Dynasty.
Yeah. Will Rattler be benched? Will the Saints get a new quarterback through free agency? Why draft Shuck? Let him watch and develop. Are we misunderstanding Rattler's the placeholder? Yeah, I mean, it's tough to know for sure. I mean, Rattler's not the long-term solution. I don't think Tyler Shuck, it's very unlikely he is either. It could be one of those things where you drafted him and then you get him into camp and stuff, and then you're like, oh crap, he's actually not that good or something, like, so I don't know. It's a good question. Why draft him in the second round?
I think he will get benched. And Shuck will get a chance to start some games. Like that's definitely gonna happen at some point during the season.
Yeah.
Unless Rattler wins a bunch of games, but does anyone really think that's realistically going to happen? But I mean, no. I didn't even remember him being a rookie last year until you said that earlier. For some reason, I thought he was a year 3 guy.
Yeah, I mean, I've been hearing his name. He was on like a Netflix or TV show in like high school and stuff like that. So, been hearing about his name forever. But yeah, this is I don't know. It's a good question why they drafted Shuck. Like I think I agree with you. They should have just kind of, I mean, maybe they are, but I think they should have just tried to tank in this year, and then just like you should have just drafted a player that you liked in the second round, like a good solid developmental player. There you go. Nick Chubb is expected to serve as the bell cow. Did you know that? Down with fun before you said that? Where you said bell cow Chubb? Literally exact words there. Got you looking at league transactions. Yeah, we're just making sure our lineups are set. You picked up Shuck in our El Dorado league. Yeah, it's not a bad pickup in a super flex league for sure.
I was actually really surprised. Somebody, maybe I'm misremembering this. Let me look at the draft results real quick. And it could have been Marvin, but someone took Rattler as their QB3, didn't they? And I totally thought they were going to take Shough with their last pick.
Yeah, I don't know who.
It was Trailer. Trailer 7. I get everyone like mixed up because none of the names match. I'm like, oh, that is this person. But yeah, he took Rattler in the 17th round. I totally thought he was going to follow that up with Shough in the 19th. But he's got Dart also, so it's like you don't want to hold too many quarterbacks in a redraft, even though it is super flex.
Yeah.
Different beast.
It is, absolutely. Tyrod Taylor is good. He's very underrated. Took the Bills to the playoffs after the last drought. Sure. But that was also 10 years ago that he did that, Like, I think Tyrod Taylor is a good backup quarterback. It actually might be decent for fantasy if he does take over just because he can run the ball. But, I mean, you're not going to go anywhere with Tyrod Taylor as your quarterback. He's a good backup. If your starter's hurt for a couple of weeks or something, he can come in and steady the ship and get you a win or something like that. But you don't want to start a full season with Tyrod, in my opinion. So
yeah, I don't think he's taking the job from Fields.
No,
like I don't think there's any reason to do that. It's like you already know what you got in him, and yeah, I think you nailed it. Like he's a perfectly serviceable backup, but there's no reason they should start him over Fields unless there's like a money thing.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, we can fuck Justin Fields out of money if we don't start him for these last 4 games or something.
Mm-hmm. Archie in 27 makes sense for the Olympics. Yeah, we'll see. It's so hard to like predict. I definitely don't think Arch Manning's coming out in next year. I know he's eligible to, but I don't think he will. And we don't even know how good Arch Manning is. He didn't look good as week 1, but he went and played Ohio State, his first kind of, I don't know if it was technically his first start, but it was the first start as like the starter for the team. And so it's hard to judge that. And then yesterday, Texas, they played San Jose State. So it's like, they won 40 to whatever. So we don't even know if Arch Manning's good. I mean, obviously his name makes us think he's good, but he still has a lot to prove there. So Travion Henderson or Ricky Pierce, all 10-team PPR for Paul here. I'm Travion here. Where are you at?
I was leaning Pearsall. Ricky, I know you love Henderson, so it makes sense.
Yeah, I don't think, and I think Travion could catch 4 or 5 passes as well pretty easily. I'm a little bit slightly hesitant on Pearsall. Like, I know we've been hyping him up a lot, and we do this a lot of times, and a lot of times it works out, and a lot of times it doesn't work out. Like, this could just be the Kittle, if Juwan Jennings is out there a lot, Juwan Jennings, Kittle, CMC show, like Ricky Pearsall, maybe he doesn't block well, and the 49ers use their wide receivers to block in the run game a lot, and that might take him off the field a decent amount. I'm preparing myself for like, oh, Ricky Pearsall actually wasn't very good or something like that type of thing happening. So, whereas I think Travion is like guaranteed more touches at least. And I think he'll get at least half the amount of catches that Ricky Pearsall gets, if not 60%. So that's where I lean there. Though I have to start Ridley in this league, I think.
Yeah. I've got a few.
Wait. Oh, yeah, I do.
How about this one?
Yeah.
This is our redraft league. So, I went very zero RB. Ollie Gordon or Rashad White. I have to start one. It's like I think I
Yes,
gotta start
Rashad.
White.
Yeah.
Yeah, with and then what was this other one that's in this league? Let's see how much you hate Calvin Ridley this week. Ridley or Keon Coleman?
That's kind of tough. I think I'd go Ridley, but I don't know.
I've got Ridley in there, but yeah, I'm gonna hold off on the Keon Coleman thing.
Yeah. I have this league where I have Achane, James Conner, Derrick Henry, Christian McCaffrey, Tony Pollard, Ja'Cory Krosky, Merritt. I can only start. Well, I can start 5 running backs, but that would mean I'd be starting 1 quarterback in a super flex league. And my wide receivers are Tyreek Hill, Ridley, and Debo. It's a good team, but I really wish I could not start Ridley and start one of those guys. But I gotta. Go ahead. Do you have another one? I feel like I'm freezing up here.
No, I think you're okay. Marvin's asking us about Fields still. It's like, do we think he's a starting QB? I think so. I mean, he actually didn't look bad as far as winning games for Pitt last year, right? Wasn't he 4-1 or something like that? And they benched him for rest.
I think he went 4-2 or 5-3 or something. 4-2. But there was one game where they could have won. They made a comeback and they were right there, being 5-1 or something like that. Yeah, I mean, I think he's more. I'd take a chance on him over Tyrod Taylor, just because you can do so much more with Justin Fields, in my opinion. So I don't think necessarily either are the answer, but I'd be definitely starting Fields over Tyrod Taylor. So if I was the coach of the team, so.
Yeah, I think that's an easy NFL decision. And you got to remember, too, we don't love Fields for his passing necessarily. The dude ran for 1,000 yards. Obviously, that was a few years ago, and he's bounced around quite a bit. But yeah, his fantasy superpower is his legs.
Yeah,
he's gonna be top 12, I think, pretty easily if he plays all the games.
Yeah, I think Marvin's talking a little bit more real life than fantasy.
Sure. But, yeah, and I think the Tyrod discussion kind of answers that.
I was KaVontae Turpin got me 20 points almost, or 19 points. Oh, we're playing each other, huh?
Are we? Wait, which one? We're playing each other in
Marty's league, I think.
Marty's league, yeah. Oh, you know what? I still need to change Dad's lineup real quick.
The executives will get that man in the first round, last name alone. Yeah, probably. And he potentially has the tools and stuff. He's mobile as well, which is good. But Calvin Ridley or Ray McLeod. We do get punt return yards and stuff, right? What did Ray do last year? Did he return kicks? I think if you play in any type of kick return stuff like we do in this league, there's so many kickoffs being returned. It's crazy. These guys are going to rack up a lot of yards, these kick returners and stuff. He returned 14 kicks last year. I might start Ray McLeod over Calvin Ridley in this league.
Is that in Marty's league?
Yeah, just because so you guys know, KaVontae Turpin, who had 2 rushes for 9 yards, 2 catches for 18 yards on Thursday, got me 19 points in this league because he returned a bunch of kicks. I think he returned he had over 100 kick return yards or something. So
yeah, I'm actually
was the best player last year in that league.
I'm going to start Calvin Austin over Luther Burden in that league.
Yeah. Yeah, I would.
That just shows you like kind of how some of that stuff works. That's a goofy league.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Turpin at 81 kick return yards. So any other questions, guys? Let us know. I mean, we'll stick around closer to 11 unless we don't get any more questions, and then we'll just take off a little bit early and get prepared. But next time we'll be live is Monday after the game. Monday after the beautiful, beautiful Monday night football game. Any predictions, like anything you're super excited to see today? Like, I mean, I think there's a lot of like interesting in every game almost. There's like interesting stuff. Colts Dolphins, like how do the Dolphins look? And Daniel Jones, Jets Steelers, revenge games there. Jags and Panthers, how does Lawrence and Bryce Young look? Saints Cardinals, Commanders Giants, meh.
Yeah, there's a lot to see for sure.
Yeah, Michael Penix against the Bucks. Bengals Browns, and Drake May against the Raiders. Like, I don't know. There's just a lot of like, I'm excited to see. If Cam Ward comes out and lights up the Broncos, like, holy crap, he's gonna freaking just
he's gonna skyrocket.
Yeah,
QB2 in Dynasty.
No, not that high, but I want to see Malik Washington ball out. Yeah, I'm excited about Malik Washington. He's ahead of Westbrook Akine on the depth chart. So, for what it's worth there. We do want to remind you guys to hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't. We're trying to get to 1,400 subscribers, so help us get there. And join our Discord as well. I'll leave the link here in the leaving the link in the chat here. BBA sounds like a new name. I don't recognize him or her. Hey y'all, quarterback help. Please start one. Lawrence versus the Panthers, Goff versus the Packers, May versus the Raiders. Ooh, this is a fun one. I'll let you start there.
Sorry, I was reading something else. Start one. Lawrence, Goff, May.
Indeed.
I'm gonna assume 6 point per passing touchdown.
I'd say 4 is more common.
Okay, if it's 4, then go with Drake May. But I feel a little better about Lawrence in general. But I think May's got the ceiling. I hope I know I said this after Thursday or Friday's game. I hope we see Lawrence run. Okay, I hope we see Lawrence run a little more, just like we saw Herbert. Like we know it's in their big boy tool sets. I just want to see it a little more, Yeah. But yeah, I mean, Lawrence is probably the answer, but I wouldn't slight you for May.
What's your hesitation with Goff?
Nothing really, honestly. Like, I think they're all really good options. It's kind of a tough question. I mean, you can basically, like, I have like the betting mindset. It's like the over under for total touchdowns for these guys. It's all 1.5 basically, right? Like, I mean, Goff plays the Packers not as well, but it's not cold yet there. So
toughest matchup, I would say, is Goff's, right? So if you want to play the matchup game a little bit.
Yeah. Michael Parsons.
Yeah, I don't know how much he's going to actually play. I don't think the Raiders they could be a little bit tougher than we think. I'm going to go Drake May for upside. I think Lawrence is probably the safest to give you like 250 and 2 or something, 225 and 2. If I'm the Lions, Packers just got rid of Kenny Clark, who's, by the way, really good run defender. That's who they traded in the part of the trade of the Micah Parsons. Like, I'm running it down their throat. But yeah, I'll go May, but I don't mind Lawrence either. Lawrence has the best matchup.
Yeah,
And I do feel like they're going to want to say, like, hey, look at us, look at Liam Cohen in first game and stuff like that.
The Patriots lost a pretty significant lineman too, didn't they? And it's where Max Crosby plays. So that could be a little scary, And I do feel like,
yeah.
And I do feel like, the Jags have a lot to prove. So, and we haven't seen this system yet. Like we saw it last year. Why am I totally blanking on the head coach's name? He was with the Bucks last year.
Liam Cohen.
Yeah, Liam Cohen. That's right. I think, they haven't seen Lawrence in this system yet. They meaning like other NFL teams, and so there's no game plan against that yet. And I think they're gonna shock everybody. Well, not shock them, but because people are kind of already pumping up the Jags in general.
Yeah. BBA does say it's raining in Pats versus Raiders. I'm kind of looking at it right now. It says light rain, and then it's by the afternoon, it's good. So it doesn't change too much for me because it's not that bad. It looks like the wind isn't really that bad either. So I'm still going to lean May, but I feel like maybe if you need a little bit more upside, go May. If you're kind of ahead, that player started – AJ Brown or Xavier Worthy or Dak Prescott, the guy you're playing, then maybe go with like Lawrence or Goff, whoever you like more out of those two, just for some safety. But I'm going to go for a little bit of upside with May there. Marvin wants to see all the rookie running backs pop off. Pushes a lot of rookies up with Fab. The big hand guys rising. LaQuint Allen, Manungai, Mullings, Tootin, JCM Marks. Yeah. I think the best ones, most likely, obviously, JCM, Woody Marks. I don't expect anything from LaQuint Allen in the beginning of the season. He's on Jacksonville, RB4 there. Bichelle Tootin as well, on Jacksonville. So I'd say Tootin, JCM, Marks are probably the three that I would bank on, week one, increasing their value. So Cleo Mullings, I am interested with Cleo Mullings because he's like a big dude on Tennessee, and they don't have Tajay Spears. They do still have Julius Chestnut, who's a real player, but
he's a real boy.
Yep. But yeah, I think we're done then. Appreciate you. Yeah.
I was gonna say, Marvin. Someone asked us, "What's our upset for the week this week?"
Have Saints over Cardinals. Is that how big of an upset is that?
I think that's pretty big.
I think it's.
Let's see.
Yeah. It's a weird one because it's like big because we expect the Saints to suck, not necessarily because we think the Cardinals are good, right? I mean, we think they're good, but I mean, like we think they're a solid team, but not like. It's more like, oh my God, Saints actually won, even though we've been talking shit about them all year, all offseason.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we do.
It is 6.5. It's a 6.5 spread for Arizona, and they're on the road. So that is a pretty big upset. It's probably the biggest.
I don't have the spreads in front of me.
Who are you looking for?
I don't know. I'm just kind of looking at like all these matchups. I mean, like,
Tennessee over Denver would be a huge upset. That'd be the biggest.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean that and Giants over Commanders, I think.
Yeah, I do think that game could be kind of close, though. I agree with you. It would be an upset. I think that game is going to be close, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Giants won as well. That wouldn't shock me.
Yeah. Who'd you take in?
Kyler is sick too. That's right. It's all coming together. Would I take what?
Who'd you take in Bears Vikings?
I took the Vikings.
Played it safe.
No, sorry. I took the Bears.
I think we did too. And then obviously,
There's a-
like, we looked like a genius picking the Chargers.
Yeah. Yeah, we play in like a pool with family and friends, so that's what we're kind of referring. You just straight up pick them, not against the spread or anything.
Yeah, no spread.
And we're 2-0. What it was like? What 6 people that are 2-0 start the week?
Something like that. It all goes downhill for me once 11 o'clock rolls around.
Yeah,
the games aren't over yet.
I think last year I think last year was the first time I didn't win 1 week since playing. Since I guess COVID is when I started. But I think I would have won if it weren't for. I think there was some crazy play that happened. I don't know if it was the Washington Hail Mary against Chicago. And like if that didn't happen, I would have won. There was something where it's like, oh yeah, if this crazy thing didn't happen, I would have won. But that's football. That's football.
Yeah, we pulled it out in week 18 last year.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because that was going to be our first. Well, I think because I've been doing it for about 10 years, and I had 1 year kind of in the middle where we didn't win, but we won multiple times, half the time. So it all balances out.
Yep.
All right, set your lineups.
Jaden Reed's expected to play. So, all right, everyone. Appreciate you all. See you guys Monday night, and good luck. Except for you down in fun because we're playing each other in Poseidon, I believe. Nope, in Zeus. You're in Zeus. So I hope you suck in that league. But everyone else, good luck. We'll see you guys.